guys, what's up? My name's Lexi.
Lexi, I like that.
Of course, I have another story time for you from high school, Lexi. I recently made a story time called My Bestie Fucked My Mans. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown. So I have a best friend at the time, her name was Kelly. And then I was dating a guy named Kenny. We all went to the same school, we all hung out, and then she fucked my man. They are both gonna be in this video. Let's just get into it. So we were in high school. I dated Kenny for like 2.5 years total. And this guy was a dick. He cheated on me, he lied to me, he was an asshole. He was always talking to other girls. But he was like my very first boyfriend, my first love, so it was really hard for me to leave. He was low-key kind of ugly, but he was super funny, and he was older, so he drove. Everybody knew that me and him were together. So about this Becky broad. Becky's the main person we're talking about today. I had heard rumors that Kenny had a humongous crush on her even before we dated. So when she moved to our school, I wasn't too worried about it. I was pretty confident, and she was kind of cool. One day I'm in class, and Kelly, who is my bestie at the time, she comes looking for me. She's like, dude, I need to talk to you now. She starts telling me that she was just in another class with Becky, and somehow the conversation turned to Kenny. And this Becky bitch, she just starts going off and telling Kelly like, oh yeah, we've been talking for months, we text all the time. So I'm like, what the fuck? And Kelly's like, yeah, she said not to tell anyone, but I had to come tell you. So of course I go looking for Becky. I see her, she's like, hey look, I'm sorry, we have been texting, I have never hooked up with him, I was never super flirty with him, but yes, we've been texting. She hands me her phone, I start looking through all the texts, and sure enough, he is being a fucking pig. He's telling her all this nasty shit that he wants to do to her, and she's like being flirtatious, but not super flirty. So I did think that was cool of her, but I was still like, I see you. Like, I see you. Like, you guys were talking for months and you didn't say anything to me, knowing that we were together. You know, she sent me all the texts, I sent them to Kenny, and I confronted him. So of course, he starts denying it, like, no, that's not me. I'm like, dude. So I break up with him. A week or two go by, and me and Becky, we're cool, we're talking, and then a new guy comes to our school. His name is Sam. And I didn't know Sam, but I knew of him because he was one of John's friend. John was Kelly's boyfriend. After a few weeks, Becky and Sam start dating, and they're pretty cute. His favorite color was blue, so he was always wearing blue. I remember one day she came to school and she had a brand new outfit on. It was a blue outfit, blue shoes, and she came to school matching him. She was the kind of girl that always wore black, had black hair, black eyeliner, but it was cute. I was like, oh, look at them, they're matching. A month or two pass, and of course, me and Kenny end up back together. So everything's cool for a while, and then randomly, a rumor starts popping up that Becky and Kenny are hooking up. Me and Kenny were together, Becky and Sam, they're together. So I didn't believe it at first, I was just like, whatever. And Kelly starts to tell me like, hey, did you hear that? I'm like, yeah, but I don't believe it. And she's like, no, believe it, dude. Like, I'm hearing some fishy shit. So I go up to Becky at school, I'm like, hey, are you hearing this rumor? Like, what's going on? So at first she's like, no, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And after a while of me pressing her, she's finally like, okay, fine. We kissed. It happened a long time ago.
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
I'm annoyed. I'm like, why didn't you just fucking tell me that? If it was just a kiss, why didn't you just tell me that when you guys were texting? So I'm talking to Kelly and she's like, no, dude, they didn't just kiss. Like, people are saying that like they hooked up at a party that you weren't at. So I confront Kenny. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Did you fucking hook up with Becky? He doesn't even deny it. He's like, yeah, I did. Yep, I did. This dude wanted Becky so fucking bad. And in my dumbass mind, it wouldn't click that he did not want me. It was just so dumb, so humiliating. So again, we break up. Sam and Becky, they end up breaking up a few days later. Let me tell you, Sam was cute. Like, he was cute. He was my type. I remember sitting in class one day and Kelly looks over and she's like, dude, Sam has not stopped staring at you for a long time. I'm like, yeah, I bet. So a few weeks later, me and him start talking on the low. One day, Sam's like, hey, do you want to hang out with me? Like, we can go to my house. We can just hang out. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. We end up walking to his house. And on the way there, we hear someone drive by and start screaming at us. I look over and it's Kenny, and it's him that's screaming. But when I look to the side, Becky's in the fucking car with him. They both look pissed. Like, they both look pissed for what? They're together. Like, who cares if we're together? Me and Sam, we hang out. We have such a good time. This guy is so sweet. He's so nice. Nothing at all like Kenny. He wasn't like pushy or weird. So the next day I go to school, and again, Kenny looks at me all types of crazy. He looks super pissed. In my mind, I'm like, why are you fucking mad? Because I'm playing your fucking game and I'm winning? So me and Sam, we're walking to class together. We're all holding hands, we're walking all slow. I look over and I see that Becky is behind us, and she fucking looks mad, dude, mad. I get a better look at her, and she's wearing the blue outfit with the blue shoes. Like, it was obvious she was trying to make Sam jealous. I'm like, dude, you chose Kenny. So what the fuck are you dressed up in blue for? So we walk into class and we both sit next to each other in the back. And Becky walks in and she sits right in front of Sam. So we're doing our work and Sam turns to me and he whispers, oh my God, you're so pretty. Obviously Becky heard it and she turns around and she looks at us pissed. Her eyes are just, she looks at both of us and she just starts bawling. She starts crying. She picks all her stuff up all dramatic and she's like, and she leaves the class. I actually end up getting in trouble for that because she went and told the teacher that I was bullying her. I was like, girl, what are you doing? You started this. Like, you don't remember that? So after that, everyone graduated, everyone moved on. Me and Sam, we didn't end up working out, but we still stayed pretty close friends. And sadly, I did end up getting back together with Kenny after that. That shit lasted a whole 2.5 years. The same bullshit. That dude never fucking changed until the day I left him. Now he's obsessed with me and he watches my channel. Hello. So yeah, I hope you guys like the story. If you do, feel free to subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you didn't like it, or if you did, tell me why. And until then, I'll see you later. Bye.